Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sign, North Node. I hope all of you are well. Thank you for tuning into the channel. So I'm just going to go ahead and do some white sage spray. Let's just clear the energies, see what's going on. All right, Aries. What have we got going on with Mercury direct now? And then we have Saturn retrograde as well as Neptune retrograde, which will, in about October-ish, Saturn will go direct. So these are like little tests, little mini tests. And if you pass this test or whatever test you go through, that will set the stage for the next 2 years. So you want to make it a positive thing. You want to overcome. You don't want to destruct or self-destruct. You want to pass the test. And it would be like little karmic things, like little things that are tests for you. Okay, so let's see what we have here for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What have we got going on for Aries? The Emperor. Okay, wow. So honestly, sometimes I'm even shocked with the Ace of Cups. So you've got the energy of water, which is emotional, and the Ace is very, very strong because it's new. And it's the cup of emotions overflows with the Ace of Cups. It is a Pisces energy, and it has to do with how you feel on the inside. So the way you feel comes from within. However, the main energy that you are putting out there right now is the Emperor vibes. So you are in control of a situation, having oversight. The Emperor is usually not directly like involved. It's more of like a higher level, kind of like I'm overseeing, I'm in control. It's kind of this energy of don't make me get up, don't make me get involved. It is a major arcana, so this is one of the main energies that's going on with you right now. Major arcana cards are very powerful. So what have we got? Cups energy, Eight of Cups. Okay, so I do watch other readers, and some readers are so aligned with me too. So I watch, and this is exactly what another reader was getting, Emperor and Eight of Cups. So you've got Scorpio energy in the crossing. Crossing your energy is this feeling of, I'm following my destiny. I'm walking away from this and I'm following my destiny. It is an enterprise of feeling creative, following your heart. Two of Swords, logical. Okay, so what's going on? You feel like walking away from a situation. Some of you are going to be your own boss. Page of Wands is the reason. A fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. It could also be you're very excited about something. You are inspired, ready. It could be some news you're getting that is exciting or inspiring. You could also be dealing with a younger energy. Okay, you have Justice and the Star. Wow. So you're coming into your best life. You truly are coming into this major arcana shift of this is your best life, the Justice. So you have something bringing you justice, fairness. It is a major arcana, and it has to do with enforcement. Making something happen that's fair, balanced, sometimes equal. The scales balance out. Under this deck we have emotional healing, recovery, releasing, moving on, having hope, hopefulness. A water queen here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Nine of Swords. Okay, so there could have been something bothersome, worrisome. There may have been a water sign involved. It doesn't have to be. It could be something where you're following your intuition. So you have justice on your mind as the Emperor. There's a Queen of the Earth in the near future. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. We have this Earth Queen, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. This could also be you being very practical. Could be somebody else coming up into the near future energies. Okay. So you're really in this energy of wanting something to be done properly. You're wanting something to be done properly. Okay, this could be the energy of value. So somehow I left out the future position. I actually forgot the past position. So what we have here is you're not wanting to go through something again. You're like, well, this is not going to happen again. I'm enforcing justice. The Six of Air can be somebody who's trying to return to your life through communication, through words, phone calls, texts, emails. What comes up into the future role here, Aries? Seven of Swords. Okay, so you were dealing with, I mean, you could be dealing with a person that you don't trust, a situation you don't trust. You're coming in as the King and the Emperor, so your energy is King of Wands, or there's an Aries, Leo, Sag around you. You're wanting to enforce and make sure that something doesn't happen again. Seven of Swords, Six of Swords. What's coming back around? Remember I said about the test. So we have a Saturn retrograde with Neptune retrograde with Mercury direct. So now that Mercury is direct, it's like, okay, let's go forward. Here's this test again. A King of the Swords. Okay, so there could be an earth sign in the past, any Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. On your mind is justice, Seven of Swords, Six of Air. You're dealing with words. So either ideas or words, spoken, written. Somebody's telling you something. And you're like, okay, I don't believe this, or there's something about it I don't trust. King of Swords. Absolutely not, or absolutely yes. I think it's an absolutely no. This is like putting up a boundary. You know, you're not curious, you're not asking questions, you're not trying to find out, you're not, you already know everything with the King of Swords. King of Swords is just like, this is what it is. So you want to be King of Swords to the Six of Air with the Seven of Swords. So in the worst case scenario with justice on your mind is you feel like this person's untrustworthy. This situation could be about a liar, a cheat, a thief, a person you don't trust. Two of Swords underlying. Conflicting ideas. Ten of Cups. Your energy is Fire King. What is Aries energy coming into this situation? Page of Cups. So that's what your energy was yesterday, I think. You are approaching this from a place of, okay, there could be a water sign, but it could be you're approaching this from a place of like innocence. Like, I don't suspect anything. But you're also Emperor, Justice, King of Wands. Okay, so you want to be King of Swords. You're like, I want to be very direct, clear, honest. Judge. I want to be the one to make the decision. And what happens as the outcome? What happens as the outcome? The Empress. I really love it when the same cards pull that I watched with another reader. That's so fun. But anyway, Empress. So you are the goddess of abundance, quality, It is a major arcana for abundant, you know, feminine abundance. You're coming from, there's an emperor and empress here. So there could be a match to your energy. I mean, it could be. In the crossing is an 8 of cups. So that's an energy of departures, emotional abandonment, or somebody who leaves is crossing your energy. They are in a 6 of air. They want to come back to you. What is 6 of air? What is that about? What is 6 of air? Show us. Oh, wow. They want to come back because they feel like they want, it's 5 of wands. They want to compete. They're in a competitive energy. And a 10 of wands. They're under a lot of pressure. What is 7 of swords? What is 7 of swords coming in for Aries? A 10 of pentacles. Okay. You have a lot to protect here, Queen of Swords. With the 7 of swords. Okay, 10 of pentacles in your near future. You have a lot to protect that's established. You can't allow someone here to come in to bring low vibes into your energy again. 6 of air is like, okay, smooth sailing is here. I just came out of a conflict. I'm coming in with a 5 of wands. That's no. So you want to be king of air. You're like, I just want to be clear and straightforward. Why is this person coming in with a 5 of wands? Why is that there? They want to win. Oh, no. They come in with 9 of swords. They come in with like, I'm worried or I'm afraid. So I'm going to come in and hash it out. You come in with a 10 of pentacles. What is the 10 of pentacles here, Aries? The 9 of wands. You didn't give up, or you don't quit. You're very, very motivated. So this person wants to come in because they feel like they have the right to come in because of their fear, or they may lose sleep at night. It could be a person with like some kind of PTSD, 9 of swords to the 6, like, and they want to come in back in with a 5 of wands. They feel entitled to something. Why do they feel entitled to something? Ugh, that is like the worst. The 4 of swords, the 2 of cups. They feel like they need to talk to you. Okay, Aries, sorry about that. So they feel like they are a 3 of swords to 4 of swords to 2 of cups. They feel like they're taking something personally, for sure. 3 of swords, 4 of swords. You broke my heart. You won't talk to me. I love you. 2 of cups. And you're like, well, I'm doing everything I can to stay committed to what I've established. This is my business, my money, my house, my established situation. So you end up the Empress. How do you end up the Empress? The 7 of coins. You've developed something that continues to pay off at certain times. Seasonal, or something that is like a seasonal energy for you. Why? So this person, why do they come in with this dysfunctional energy? Why are they there? A 10 of cups, an 8 of swords. the Death, the Chariot reversed, Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords, Ace of Swords. This person could have lied about something even. There's a reversed Chariot. Okay, so I'm going to put these back in. Accidentally, they were reversed when they fell out. But, you know, if you don't believe in accidents, which mostly I don't believe in accidents. Okay, so you want to be King of Swords. You're like, I want to be very clear. Or maybe you're afraid of a King of Swords. You're like, I don't want someone to like hate my guts and never speak to me again. So I'm willing to put up with... I don't think putting up with lies is a good idea, because you're 9 of Rods to a 7 of Swords and a 10 of Pentacles. The information that is used to build an enterprise. But okay, so this person is coming in with Gemini, Mercury, and they're coming in with Mars. So this is a person who backs up what they say with action, but not a lot of substance. Your energy is, I'm the leader, I say, and I've committed a lot to this. I've bet the farm on this, and I am also very motivated by action. But I don't want, it's almost like someone where you're like, I don't want you to steal my business. I don't want you to take what's mine. I'm not going to give you my secrets, my trade secrets, because on your mind is justice. It's like maybe you feel like this person did you dirty. So this person comes in with like this fantasy or this Mercury backed up by action. Like, well, I'm going to say it could be someone who does sales. Like, that's what sales is. Sales is talking, getting the word out, beating out the competition. You're dealing with a salesman. Who is this salesman? They beat out the competition. A Queen of Wands. Okay, and Chariot. It could be an Aries, Leo, or Sag feminine. This is very salesy. Like, you know, just had to make sure it's still recording. So this person comes in, they can, or they are, they want to, they are, and determined. But you're like, well, I've put all of my, I've put real substance into it, real time, actual money. Like you could lose, but you won't. Because you have a 10 of Pentacles. So what is the Page of Cups? Why do you come in Page of Cups? Okay, a 9 of Coins. You're going to do what you want to do. You have all the substance. You have all the cards in your hand with the Hierophant. Okay, this is even better. You are the one who says, this is how it's going to go based on my belief, my policy. I do what I want to do according to a certain established order. Why do you not want to give up on this person? You feel responsible. 10 of Wands. Okay, or you feel pressured. What is this salesy type of person doing coming in? Okay, they're really not investing very much. A 6 of Pentacles. They're putting in more than enough to include, but 2 of Pentacles. They have something that they depend on. Like, oh, are you still there? Oh, okay. I'm including you. Are you still there? They don't put in as much as you've put in. You're putting in a 9 of Pentacles with a Pentacle. You're a 10 of Pentacles. If it was a bank and this person's putting in deposits, they're like putting in a little bit and then taking out more, and then they put in like enough to break even. Your energy is like the full bank. Okay. 7 of Cups to a 6. You don't really understand why this person does this. Okay, what's the outcome? There's 3 kings, or wait, that was King of Wands. King of Earth. Okay, so show us, what is the Empress? What is Aries Empress? 7 of Pentacles. A 7 of Wands. Okay, so 7s are developments. It develops into an enterprise, or it doesn't, or it goes back. So 7 of Wands is the energy of Mars. So you have, this is the energy of, I'm going to fight for what I want, defend and protect what I want, and develop what is mine. So who is this person's 2 of Pentacles? What are they trying to put in that they see? A Magician. Could be a Gemini. Magician is someone with ideas and skills. It is Mercury energy. And the 10 of Swords. Look at how many ideas go through this person's mind. With action, but very little substance. Very little risk. It's like they have a game plan. They play mind games with an ace of coin that you get out of it. It's not much, although for some reason you feel 10 of Wands about it. Like, I have to do it all myself, or I'm under pressure to continue or pursue. Why do you feel that? 8 of Cups, it's hard for you to not care and walk away. Why do you fight for it and defend yourself? Why do you fight for it and defend? Okay, it's something about 2 of Rods. It came out a minute ago. 2 of Rods is I'm inspired. I'm pulled in a new direction, but the ideas about it are 8 of Swords. Why is this person 10 of Swords? They're the Fool and 6 of Pentacles. They want to take a risk and a chance, but they don't want to invest much. And it's a King of the Cups, a water sign here. It could be a water sign with air placements or Gemini placements. It could be a Gemini moon. This person who's a Gemini moon is like always conflicted. They spend a lot of time daydreaming. They don't really commit to anything. They're not a bad person. They're a visionary. So this visionary is, like they say, like a kite. So someone's like a kite, like they're just always like we, and then there's someone who's grounded. You're the one who's grounded. You're 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Emperor. You end up as the Empress, the abundant, nurturing energy to this Fool with a 10 of Swords and Magician. This person wants to take a risk that they don't want to risk much. They want to risk what they feel is a fair or balanced amount or an appropriate amount, but they play a lot. They're a magician. They're playing a lot of games. The Lovers. Conflicted, wanting something to be reconciled, wanting something to be like the past or nostalgia before something went wrong, because the Devil comes shortly after this. So what do you do here with the 2 of Rods, Aries? What are you doing? The Lovers and the Strength and the Chariot. So someone's determined to come forward, and there's something being shown or exposed. Okay, the Lovers to me says you want to make it right. The Sun in the World, you feel like it's a big accomplishment that your current energy is like, you feel like you have a lot that you've established. The Sun in the World, extremely positive. And you know, very, very enlightened, at the highest form of enlightenment with the 4 of Wands. Why would you deal with a fool or a person who doesn't want to commit much and yet wants to play a lot of games? What is it that they're bringing to the table other than mind games? They're really not offering much. They're offering... So no wonder you want this to be made justice. You're like, this person did me wrong. Who cares? I mean, if this person did you wrong, you owe them nothing. They owe you nothing. There's nothing there. Like, Eight of Cups in the crossing. Two of Swords energy, Magician, ideas, games. I think everybody likes substance. Everybody wants something to be not just like a fool's paradise. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Like a fool's paradise. Someone who's really foolish and they're just... okay, they are a king though. You want to be King of Swords. You want to be like all smart and no heart, like heartless. You're not though. You're a Page of Cups with the Emperor. You're like, okay, I'll be friendly and lighthearted, but I'm not really going to commit my whole heart to this. What's going on with Aries here? What do we have? Queen of Air and a Tower. Oh my goodness. So there's a shock or a surprise. There's an air energy, Libra, or something that's you're being very straight up, straightforward, head over heart choices. Emperor. Okay, so you are in charge with the Emperor as the root of the issue. I'm going to pay more attention. We had a King of Swords under the deck. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, wanting to be very straightforward. This is what Empress. Okay, quality. Someone gives you a Pentacle, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Nine of Coin. Justice and the King of Air. So there's something about enforcement, being very straightforward, wanting something to be fair, corrected. What's in the past about this? The Devil! Seven of Rods. You feel like this person did you dirty, obviously, with the Devil. You feel like they did you dirty, but for some reason in the crossing is a Tower. It's like, oh my God, what? There is a judgment on that. So there is a judgment coming for this situation. Seven of Rods, defending your position. What's coming in? A King of Fire. Okay, Aries, Leo, or Sag energies. There's the confirmation. You just heard it. Okay. Okay, so again, this person, you are in the Hermit. You are finding out, discovering. You were Page of Cups, though. Ten of Swords. This person is like with a Nine of Swords. Games, ideas, mind games, fear, you know, things that make someone feel ruined. It's like, don't bring your problems here. Who is this person? Ten of Swords. Okay, Page of Cups. It could be a water sign. There is a Pentacle here with a Seven of Cups. What do you want here, Aries? You want a Two of Cups and a Ten of Cups. Okay. You want someone who will like love you forever. And it's like, you don't want someone who's coming in with their own mental problems or their own, I don't know, I mean, it could be like mental health. Ten of Swords and Nine of Swords, that's like, I don't sleep at night because of the way, the ideas that go through my mind about things I've heard or watched. Like I said, it could be like PTSD. You want Two of Cups. Five of Cups. There could be some guilt around a situation. What is this outcome that you're going to receive here, Aries? What is the outcome that Aries is going to... A Knight of Swords. Information. Death. Two of Swords. Why are you trying to figure it out? This Magician. Just give it over to God. You've got justice on your mind. You've got judgment on your mind. You want this situation to be like handled by a higher power. What's this outcome? The Empress and the Water Queen. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. showing compassion, defending your position, 7 of rods, the sun, and the 6 of pentacles. The highest form of enlightenment, something being given to you, or something leveling up your scales. Okay. Why are you Page of Cups to this? You're the World. You have a lot of experience. You've been through this before. It could be a pattern. The World is when you've gone through the entire zodiac. You've gone through everything. And then this person's like, why are they 10 of Swords? They're a Knight of Swords. The ideas and the information that they spread. What is this person doing with their Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy? Chariot. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles was in your energy before. I do what I want when I want, and nothing will affect me. This person's determined to form a 3 of Pentacles. And I don't want to say an option, because I don't think you're an option. They want to form a connection that they can count on. Like, oh, the Aries is always there for me. But they bring in a lot of ideas that are like based on past pain. So they only give you a pentacle, a King of Pentacles, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It comes in with the 4 of Cups. Like, you don't want this, or you refuse this with the 3 of Wands. I've got other things to do. What is the Sun? The Truth. The Ace of Swords. Information. Mental clarity. Ideas that bring clarity. You want a heart. You want a 2 of Cups. Why is this person determined? Chariot. Death. Okay, let's see. Why is this person determined with the Chariot? The Death. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, because, you know, we have the Death here. This person brings drama into a situation. Why do they bring drama? Hysterical. Why is there a balancing of the scales with the highest form of enlightenment with the Sun? An Earth Queen and a Fire Queen. So there could be 2 women here. Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Your energy is you're defending your position. Could be dealing with a Leo. 7 of Cups. Choices or options. 8 of Pentacles. Being very specific. 5 of Coin. Feeling left out in the cold because of the moon. Okay. On your mind is that you want the justice, you want the judgment. So you obviously feel like this person took maybe even advantage of you. If you're the Page of Cups, you're like, I did nothing wrong. There's nothing you need from this person. Under the deck is Emperor, like you're in charge or you own your own power. They bring in like some kind of tower. It's like they need to invest more in Aries. And as I'm saying all this, I've got like full-blown chaos on the Las Vegas Strip going on. Like there's like fire trucks. And it's only like 9:15. 6 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. You're being admired for your independent spirit, but you're being admired for more. You're being admired for your, what is it like when somebody makes their own, self-made? Okay, show us again for Aries. What do they need to see or acknowledge? Okay, so this person, they want to come back around, and I don't want to say that they want to play games. It is kind of gameish, and I called it that this person wants to come back like a salesman, like a used car salesman. They want to come back around to 8 of Wands, Mercury, 7 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. They need you for something. Oh, you're in the Emperor energy. Maybe it's they want you to hire them. Maybe they want, it's a romantic person, and they want you to take them back. This person brings in something where you're like, oh, wow. Okay. Like, they're saying like, oh, I'm coming back, or I'm coming in, and, yeah, moon card energy with the, okay, so the moon and the Hierophant. I'm coming in with something that nobody knows. It's like a top secret mission, and the moon, it's hidden. Hierophant, it's established. So that was like a top secret. I'm coming in to work at Area 51. Aries, do you want to come with me? That sounds really exciting. Yes, that sounds like amazing. However, they're like, well, I'm coming in and I can't tell you why, and I can't tell you the information, but I'm going to need to borrow your car. And you're like, can't you just rent a car? Like, there's something that they want from you, and they won't tell you the information. This is like a super spy. Queen of Swords, you're like, no, tell me what it's for. And you're very polite about it. Like, you don't cry, and you don't like all of a sudden go, what's happening here? What are you doing? Like, you're just like, let me see the contract and then we'll talk. But your energy is Emperor. They can't do anything to you. It's really interesting. They want to inspire you through their words. Mercury direct. What is this person doing to Aries, and why? 3 of Pentacles. They want to establish a connection that they can count on, but they're in a Page of Swords. They're like, okay, I have the information. I want to get the info. What are they doing with that? They're a King of Wands. Ace of Cups. They feel very strongly about it. Okay, what do they want to create a connection to you, Aries? An Earth King and an Air. So there is something here where they want to tell you that they could commit if they wanted to. King of Pentacles. I've got everything. If I want to commit, I could. What are they doing here with that? No, they come in with 5 of Wands and the Devil. They come in like, I could commit if I wanted to, but you have to do it my way, and you won't be able to do it any other way than my way. I want to be able to count on you. No. So how does Aries end this up? How do you end this up? How does this all play out? A Water King, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, a visionary, a creative person. They could have money, they could have investments, but they bring in something with the Devil and the 5 of Wands. I want to beat you, or I want to beat you at, I want to win at this game. I want to beat you at this game. They're very competitive, but in like a devil way, like where something's unfair about the situation. And then you're like inspired, like, okay, that could work. That sounds kind of fun. They bring in an Earth King and a Water King. There's also a Fire King. I don't like the energy of a 5 of Wands, because that's coming in to say like, I could do it better. I could do it better. And you're like, no, I'm sitting here as Major Arcana Emperor. Like, what? Like, I don't need that. What there is a 10 of Pentacles. A fully established situation. A home, a property, a business that's been around for a while. Yeah, you haven't given up on that. The 9 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. So The Two of Swords. Information is missing. And how does this play out for Aries? Aries, what do you do? You celebrate yourself. Six of Wands. And the information is like, this is not working for me. I take this Three of Swords to a Six of Wands. So I take this personally to my reputation. Okay, that is a little funny, but let's see. Eight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Building up an enterprise that is established on ideas and real things, real money, real substance, with the Lovers. It's like, oh, okay, I thought we built this up. Why are you Emperor then? You're like really far above everything. What's going on here? Okay, you don't like them? Five of Swords. You're like, no, you did me dirty. So whoever it is, it could be an ex, it could be an ex-husband, it could be family, whatever the case may be. They come in Four of Swords to a Knight of Cups. I'm sorry we haven't talked. And so how does this play out for you, Aries? How does this play out for you? Six of Wands to Three of Swords. You let it be known that this is painful, and so then you have the Death. So you have something here that ends, or it does change. It ends. Now, what you were wanting before is a Two of Cups. What I got is like you want the Two of Cups, but what you get is Four of Cups. Someone's like, you know what? I don't care. Or, nah, I don't want that. Why? Six of Pentacles. They only want to give. Wow. So there are 10 of Swords to a Six of Pentacles. I only want to give a little bit to level up the scales to include, but they're not. They come in Knight of Swords and 10 of Swords. They come in with this energy of the ideas that I'm spreading around, or the ideas that I want to count on you, Aries, as a part of this thing where I'm going to kind of like really compete with you with the Devil energy, which is like trying to prevent you from doing something. I don't know. Your energy is Nine of Wands. I continue because I've established myself as the Emperor. This is like a fly. This is like someone who is trying to come in and gain control of a situation, a territory, a place. It could even be like real estate, like someone's trying to get control over your spot. And you're like, I've been here for years. Like, what are you trying to do? I had that. I mean, I did real estate for a while, and I had a competitor who would throw out my signs for my open houses. I'd go out, and the signs were all thrown away. And they're like, oh, and then someone would tell me, oh yeah, I saw them. They drive around in their Bentley, and they throw away other realtor signs. Knight of Swords, this person's spreading the information. You're Nine of Cups. You're like, I'm happy with the way things are. Okay. The World and Nine of Cups. You've accomplished so much. What happens here? The Lovers and the Emperor. You won't take any risks on this person. The Cup of Emotions overflows. There is Four of Swords. Like there's something you haven't talked about. And what do we have? Yeah, you're constantly defending your position. Like, I'm in defense of my position. Mars through the 5th house. This is my home. This is my business. This is my property. You're Hierophant. You're like, this is the way it is based on the rules, the policy. And what happens around you here, Aries? A Queen of Wands. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Leo. So you get the sun. So Leo is the sun. But it is the highest form of enlightenment as well. So what do you have here for Aries? I wouldn't be shocked if it's the death. No, it's a 6 of air to their 5 of wands. You're just like, I've got other things to talk about. It could be a person that wants to come back to you, around you, and start turmoil, compete with you, be in your energy, not in a positive way. They kind of are someone who makes you be better, though. They come in with 8 of rods, Mercury direct. They're like, well, Aries, you know, you need to be better. You need to be better. I'm better. Okay. But you're the emperor, so, and the Hierophant. You're like, well, I've established what is. I don't need to be better. They come in King of Cups, Knight of Cups. They're like, well, I've got a lot of feelings, but they've also got the devil. So they've got like a motive, an ulterior motive, 6 of Pentacles. They just want to give you this little piece. How does this play out? You don't have to feel guilty about the past. You find out the truth. There is an Earth Queen here, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. It could be somebody with money, children. There is a judgment on that energy. There is karma, strength, and the 9 of Swords. This person loses sleep at night, I'm telling you. This person can't deal with what they went through. Okay, so what is going on here? 6 of Pentacles and Empress. They want to give you maybe respect. Maybe they want to give you respect. 6 of Coin. Empress. They want to hold you on a higher level. Page of Cups. King of Pentacles. So there's a water sign and an earth sign coming in. Perhaps they want to make things right with you here, Aries, but they do come in the wrong way. They come in with the 5 of Wands, like, be better. I'd be better. I could be better. Why aren't you better? And then Devil, like, I'm preventing you, or you can't do that. And then this Earth King comes in too. This person maybe even wants to go viral, like selfies with their friends. 3 of Cups. They maybe want to do Instagram. You feel like you have no other choice. They offered you a pentacle. Okay. It could be a positive thing. But like, if this is somebody who's like, come out, join with me, connect with me. They want you as someone that they can count on. 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. They are giving you 1 pentacle, but they're not giving you the full 10. In the near future, though, you do have a full 10 of Pentacles. So I'm just hands off with that. I don't know what would happen there. It could be somebody who would make a commitment in the future. I'm running so late. All right, show us here what's going on for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. North Node. Chop wood. Get to work. What? Why? Get to work. Out to sea. There's this emotional energy of wanting to like leave it alone and not be involved. This person wants to exchange gifts. Here you are. You're like, time to go. Like, no. Orphaned, feeling left in the cold. What do they bring in? They want to help you. They want to give you a leg up. Is it too little, too late? I wonder. Okay, they are blessed or you are blessed. They are giving you this blessing. They're trying to develop an enterprise. Building blocks. Oh, wow. It pulls you in a new direction. Fork in the road with the land of milk and honey and happy, happy. So there's something where... A message in a bottle. This person wants to give you a lot, but they really come at you in this way of, they want to give you a blessing, but they're really like, you know, I could be better. I could make your life better. I could make everything better. And you're like, I'm the only game in town. Like, I've got it. And because you are coming in as Emperor and Hierophant. Like, I set the rules. So they come in like, well, it could be so much better with me. My business, my customers, my clients, my whatever. I think you are like maybe willing to take a chance on it. 7 of Wands, you're like, no, this is my situation. This is my established whatever. This is what I've established as my thing. And they come in like, well, I'll give you a pentacle. And then you end up with 10 of Pentacles. So what they might be offering you could be a good thing. It's just their intention is not a lot of substance. It's mostly ideas with action. Like, I'm going to tell everyone and I'm going to make it happen. But they're going to only put in like a little bit, and then they want to be able to count on it. So it could be like a manager, like someone who wants to manage you and get a little fee. But you do end up successful. It comes in as a 10 of Pentacles. So that's the reading I have for you, Aries. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you again next time. Bye, Aries.